Okay, recently, a few days ago, Burger King came out with some video um, where they were shown charging women for their chicken fries. They were charging them more because they put it in a pink box and they called them chick fries. What they're trying to get at is they're trying to get at this idea of the pink tax. And the pink tax is the idea that women's gendered products um, cost more than men's gendered products because of, I guess, patriarchy and sexism embedded in our culture. Well, this is kind of a faulty premise. One of the biggest things that proponents of this idea bring up is, well, one of the biggest examples they bring up is women's shaving razors. They say that, for example, a disposable razor, for example, say you get a 4 pack of disposable women's razors, they will cost more than a 4 pack of men's disposable razors, even though they're the same thing. Well, it's not really true. If you look at a woman's razor, it's constructed differently. They have thicker blades. The blades are spaced wider apart, meaning the head has to be larger. They have more lubrication strips. Men's razors are built more at an angle because men's faces they have angles in them as opposed to a woman's legs, which are mostly straight. And thus, because women's razors use more material in their construction, the cost of manufacturing them is higher than that of men's razors. This difference is passed on to the consumers. This is basic economics. This is basic capitalism. And this is what they're leaving out, and either they're leaving it out or they're not quite understanding how this works. When things cost more to produce, they will cost more to the consumer. This goes for any product, even beyond shaving razors and beauty products. And also, the pink tax is not a universal thing. For example, I was talking to someone in a comment section somewhere about this, and they brought up, oh, well, I'm a woman and I had to pay more for my shoes than my husband. I said, okay, I'm going to look that up. I looked up Nike shoes on Amazon, the same exact shoe in both men and women, and women's shoes were actually cheaper. I look up the Nike free running shoes. Women's Nike free running shoes range anywhere from $60 to $90. Men's around the same size, same exact shoe, same model, around the same sizes, even though I know men and women's feet are different size, but around the same, just in a range. Men's were typically over $100. So the pink tax is not a universal thing. And if we were living under a patriarchal, men-dominated society where all the evil men are trying to rip off women and make their stuff cost more, wouldn't they make shoes cost more too? And it just wasn't the case in that scenario. So Burger King, I don't know what they're doing. They're trying to get political. You make hamburgers. Focus on making hamburgers and running your hamburger and cheeseburger business, and focus on making better food. You don't need to be weighing in on these social issues, which are extremely divisive. You may not even know what you're talking about, as in this case, and it just gets at this idea that women want to be seen as victims all the time, and that men, the evil men, are trying to victimize them all the time, and we need to stop it and do something about it when it's not true. Women's razors are constructed differently. They're going to cost more. Same thing with women's clothes, and other things. I mean, it's not a real, it's not a real thing. The pink tax just doesn't exist. And and it's a little short video I had to make. It's short because it's easy to refute. It's that simple because they're not the same products. And besides, if women really want to save money, they can just buy men's products. I mean, they could buy men's razors, they could buy men's shampoo, even though I don't know why men and women have different shampoo, but they can buy the cheaper product if it works for them. So there's no real argument there to be made. That's all I have to say about that. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.